Like, I just, like, can't believe that I made this video. Like, I never thought that I would do this. Hey guys, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna be sharing some kind of like personal stuff with you guys. So if you want to hear that, stay tuned, and if not, go ahead and click the delete button, or bye. So this is like kind of something I haven't shared with many people yet. It's just like hard for me to talk about because I don't talk about it very often. It's something that I kind of hide and just all around just don't share with a bunch of people. So forgive me if I'm kind of like squeamish and nervous because I just, like, my hands are sweaty, mom spaghetti, whatever. So today's topic of video is, I guess, like anxiety, coping, like ways that you cope with your anxiety, like self-mutilation as well. So if, oh my god, what is my hair doing? Oh my god. So if that, bothers you, if that bothers you or triggers you in any way, I do apologize. But I use this as a form of like therapy in a way. I don't know, like, instead of like talking to somebody, like I talk to you guys. Like I use you guys as a way to communicate and just you make it better. So I feel like talking to you guys is like talking to a best friend. Is ultimately like how I view this. So this is therapy for me and just like getting it off my chest, because everyone who knows me, I know, sees this, and not many people know the answer as to why I do this to myself. So now you're about to find out. Okay, so what I'm about to show you may be kind of disturbing, offensive, gross, whatever you view as gross, but do you see my hands? I know they're dirty and stained, but do you see like the scar tissue right here of, this is how much that I peel my fingers. Let's just zoom in really good on this. There is years of dead skin and scar tissue from me peeling the skin off. You see the discoloration now. This is my actual skin tone, and this is the pink from where I unfortunately have just rubbed the skin off my fingers. It's not something I'm proud of, but this is something that I've just done. And this, and this hand too, I mean, it's not as bad, but you can still see the very much like pink, just scar tissue. I mean, it just is what it is, so sorry. But yeah, this is just something I've done since I was a child. I mean, I've had anxiety for such a long time, ever since I can remember. This is just something that I've had, and it's something that I have to deal with. I don't medicate per se, so this is, this is my way of coping with it. This is just, if you see me doing this, people that know me is just an all too well thing that they know. I mean, they see it every time that they unfortunately see me. Social situations give me immense anxiety. It just is what it is. I can't help it. So yeah, being an adult, you think that you're supposed to just be like secure in yourself and ready to take on the world, I guess. Like I thought adults was just people that have their shit together, and at 23, I obviously don't. I still do this every single day. People catch me doing it. I don't even know that I do it. I do it in my sleep. I do it at work. I do it while people are talking to me, because sometimes talking to people like gives me anxiety. So people be talking to me and I'll just peel my fingers. It's such a bad habit, and I hate that I do it. I really do. But I've done this ever since I was a child. Like, it's just such a hard habit to break. It really is. I've tried to stop for years. I cannot stop. I'm still in the process of stopping though, so it's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress, and it's going to get better, and we'll see. Maybe one day I will completely stop, and then if I don't, then it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing that I've seen. It's like a tick in a way. Like, you don't notice you're doing it, you just do it, and then people catch you doing it, and then you get embarrassed and you feel flustered and kind of like embarrassed that somebody saw you like ticking, like doing your habit that you didn't know that you even had. You just do it, and it just feels normal to you, honestly. This isn't healthy. Like, this isn't something that I should be doing. and that sucks that I really can't stop doing that, but it'll get better. Things will get better. It does get worse though whenever, like I'm having like an immense anxiety episode. This is so hard for me to talk about. I'm so sorry. I don't talk about this often with anybody, but this is good. This is good. So anyway, it does get worse when I'm in like a very stressful situation, a stressful client at work, I've had a really bad day, or I'm just stressed about, like finances and just like life stuff like that. It's just stressful. Life is stressful. It's full of stressful crap. And as an adult, you gotta learn how to deal with it. And my way of dealing with it is gnawing away at my fingers. And I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I do it, and I've got to stop. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. One day. It's gonna happen. So we're working on it. And to be quite honest, there would be times where I've gotten better about it. Sorry, squirrel. My mind's everywhere right now. I didn't rehearse for this. Like I had to film right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have something on your mind, something on your chest, you have to get it off, you have to talk about it. Well, this is me talking about it, like this is just raw, this is me, it's whatever. But anyway, when I was younger, there would be times where I would just pick and gnaw so bad, where I would just bleed. I would bleed so bad actually, and I never got an infection, which actually really surprised me. I probably could have very much got a very serious infection, but I never did, which still surprises me to this day. Thank you. But anyway, it would just be so gnarly that honestly I would keep my hands in my pockets all the time. My dad would take us to the movies when it was his weekend to get us, and there would be times where, I was a kid, I was a teenager, just nervous time, and being out in public obviously stressed me the crap out. So what was I gonna do? I was doing this, right? Well, it would get so bad that I would just put my hands in my pockets. Nobody ever saw my hands, like the whole entire trip, ever. I just kept my hands in something, in my jacket. Like in high school, I had this little hoodie, whatever, and I kept my hands in that pocket all the time. Like I hardly ever had my hands out. They're in my pockets, in my jacket pocket, jean pocket, gloves on, whatever. Not many people knew about it. If I did have my hands up, because I obviously talk with my hands. But yeah, like whenever I would talk with my hands or I'd do something, eat, whatever, and people saw that, like I never thought, because it was my normal, so I never thought that people would see that and be like, ew, like I don't want to eat around that, and that sucks. Like that really sucks, because you don't, it's so hard. Just so hard to talk about right now, but that is so hard to deal with as a kid, like thinking that you're gross and that people don't want to eat around you and sit around you and be near you because your freaking hands are mutilated to the point where they look like raw meat, and that sucks. It sucks so hard. It would just get really bad sometimes. But now that I'm as an adult though, I feel like I'm not that bad anymore. I really have trained myself to just keep it at a minimum. If I catch myself doing it, if I notice, like I'll just try to like snap out of it, try to stop. My friends, I ask look, bless my coworkers, okay, because they help so much. Like whenever they see me do this, they're like, hey, stop doing it. Stop peeling your fingers, you stop it. And I'm actually really appreciative of that, because they kind of help me out, which sucks to like involve them in my crap, but like if it helps get through it and they're cool with it, then I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps so much. But yeah, so as you can see, they have honestly gotten a lot better. God, my nails are so stained, sorry, but just all this scar tissue and crap, like that never goes away, and it's gotten a lot better, and it does look a lot better, so I'm actually really happy about that. But just if you have like a nervous tick, like if you do what I do, just know that it does get better. Like, try to replace that habit with a good habit. Like I do YouTube, like it's like really therapeutic. I love being artistic and drawing on my face. Drawing on my face, painting a portrait, painting a freaking galaxy, making a skull out of yourself. Like, do whatever you gotta do. Whew, so emotional right now. Do whatever you have to do to be happy in this world. Never settle for something that you feel like it just is what it is. No, you can change it, you can do it, and I know you can because I did it. And if anybody can do it, if I can do it, you got it. You'll be fine. You got it. It'll be fine. You can do it. So, yeah. But honestly, as far as like self-mutilation goes, I honestly could just sit here and show you all my stupid scars that I hate and that I'm embarrassed of, and this was so hard for me. Like, this was so hard for me to show the freaking public, pretty much, my ugly secrets. So it's awful. Like, this hair is pretty awful. I don't know. This is like the legit messy bun. I have been running errands today. I've been running errands today. I've been like out with my dogs. I've been shopping and just crap that I have to do. Going to Joann's and stuff like that, the craft store. Like, I've just been running around all day. This is like 6-hour-old makeup. Sorry, I look like a mess. But I just feel like I had to film this. This is something that just came spur of the moment, and I'm gonna start doing that from now on. I'm just gonna talk to you guys in the spur of the moment and just kind of like share with you my thoughts and my feelings, and you know, get to show you guys like more of a personal side of me. And this is really good for me. So instead of talking to probably a professional, I get to talk to you guys and share my experience with my anxiety and my bad habits. And that feels wonderful to like just share your truth and share your experience, and it's just really uplifting. Like, it just lifts such a heavy weight off of your shoulders, honestly, and it just feels really great. So, and you know, if I'm being quite honest right now, like, and this is such a triggering topic for me personally, it's really hard for me to talk about, but I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do it. So I used to self-mutilate. I used to cut myself. It just is what it is. I have the scars. I mean, they don't go away. So we're stating facts. And you know, it got to a point where it was like, it was really bad. Yeah, it was bad. It would get to the point where I actually used to cut my throat, but I did it enough where it made visible impressions. Luckily, the folds in my neck kind of hide them a little bit better. I didn't do those that often because in Alabama, you don't have winter that often, and the only way how I could hide them was scarves. So that option wasn't a very long term when my arms obviously took a hit. I don't know if you can see that right there. That was a really bad one. My tattoos covered a lot of them. Thank goodness. I actually got my worse off arm tattooed because of that reason. But so anyway, so whenever I would unfortunately, you know, I couldn't self-mutilate anymore, because when you're in Alabama and you wear a long sleeve shirt in the summertime, people know something's wrong with you. Some people, they know. So I had to obviously stop or slow down or maybe move places where I could do that, because it was just something that I felt like I did and I had to do. I had no control over it. So I resorted, instead of, you know, mutilating myself, I would mutilate in a different way, and this became more so a replacement for doing that. And once I realized that I did that I transferred doing this to this, it became a lot worse. It was just a convenient way to inflict pain on myself. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing that nobody should ever have to go through. It was awful. It sucked. And if you ever going through that, please reach out to somebody. Talk to an adult. Talk to a trusted person that you know you can go to and talk about this, because it is such a real thing, and it is a sad thing. And no one should ever have to go through that and be in that pain and hurt. And they should just channel that pain and the suffering into something positive. But I didn't do that. So whenever I didn't have the utensils to harm myself, obviously you're going to have your hands with you at all times. and it just became so much worse. I'm obviously not going to show pictures of my fingers, even though I do have some, because they are really, really graphic, and I personally don't want to watch this video again and see those images because they're really triggering for me. I can't look at them without, you know, just feeling extremely uncomfortable with myself for letting myself look like that, appear like that in public. It's just something that I'm not proud of. So I'm not going to show images of that. Sorry if you don't believe me. I have the scars to prove it. Everyone that knows me and is around me and has been around me for the last 15 years knows that I do this, and it sucks. And if you guys are going through that, I'm so sorry, and just know that you can always talk to me and I will give you the most genuine, like, honest response that I possibly can. You know, I saw a thing and it was a picture and it was so cute, and it was like, you know, be the person who you wanted to be when you were younger. Like, be the person, you know, that you would look up to when you were a kid. And that just stuck with me. And ever since I saw that, I changed, honestly. Like, I never thought about it that way. I never thought about, like, being an example for other people. Like, besides my little sister, obviously, because I want her to do well in life, okay? But, like, people besides that, obviously, you know, I didn't think about that. But I didn't think about being an example for myself, you know, too. Never thought about that. So, whenever I saw that, I was like, yeah, man, that's what I want to be. Like, that's what I want to do. I saw that a couple years ago, and probably ever since maybe 2014 or 2015, I really have gotten better about my issues and how to deal with things in a more positive way. Obviously, I channel my anxiety and my tendencies and all of my negative emotions into art, into doing hair, into, you know, art of some kind, whether it's like painting pictures, painting your face, painting hair, you know, whatever. I have to work with my hands. But try to do something that you love, and try to incorporate that in your everyday life, or in your daily life even. Something that just makes you happy, whether it's sitting and reading a book in a forest, or going and playing disc golf like we do, being out in nature, going hiking, you know, putting a puzzle together. Just whatever makes you happy, do it. Because I promise you, doing something that you enjoy obviously feels so much better than just working and just doing stuff because you have to. Doing something that's positive because you want to is so rewarding in the end. It really is. And before I go, I just wanted to, like, touch on a few things. This is really, really hard to talk about because I don't talk about this with many people. Only a handful of people even have really seen me do it and know about it and know that I do it and catch me doing it and just really involved with it. So coming out to the public with this is really, really hard. But you know what? It's okay, because I want other people to know that there's others like them too. Like, I'm here. I understand. You're validated and I'm validated, and our experience is our truth. And what you do doesn't define who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I just really want to be that for you guys. Like, I want to be there for you, and you know, it's just a really good feeling to vent about stuff and get it off your chest. So this is what this was for me, and it felt so good to finally get it off my shoulders and talk about it. So, yeah. Like, I never thought that I would do this. Never thought that I would make this. Never thought that I would, like, come out to the public with this, ever. So, yeah. Kind of having a little moment right now. But that's okay, because it's going to get better, and I want you guys to know about it. So, it's done. It's out. And I'm okay. Yeah. I'm good. This feels good. Okay, so after all the sadness and gushing and whatever you want to call that. Go ahead and give me a subscribe if you like this video. Definitely hit the little bell if you liked what you saw, and or maybe you didn't. And if you did, that's okay. That's okay. You can go. For the others who like it, you can stay. You can stay. You can subscribe. You can stay, and we'll be friends.